Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Want to say a happy Sunday morning to you, one and all. Yes, it's foggy outside. Yes, it's going to rain most of the day. Yes, it's going to be what it is, the way it is, how it is. But guess what? This is still the day that the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. With all of that being said, you know what we do every Sunday. You need to make your way somewhere. You need to be in the house of the Lord somewhere. You need to be in the fellowship of the saints somewhere. You need to be able to collectively participate in lifting your hands and giving God glory and praise and honor and blessing Him for all that He has done for you. For those that are not able to do so, like our cyber members or those who, for the most part, may not be able to come out for whatever the reason may be, join virtually. That is overwhelmingly important. Okay. Kathy, Timothy, Nancy, listen, whether your car is gas or electric, it has to be plugged in, it has to be filled up, it has to be maintained, it has to be looked after in order for it to run effectively and efficiently. And whenever there's a breakdown, you can't get it fixed from home. You've got to go someplace to get it done personally. That's all I'm trying to say. Here's what else I'm trying to say, and I think this is important. Again, for those that are cyber members who are not anywhere near 528, this does not apply to you at all. But what you have to understand, Chaplain Hearns and Sharon, what you have to understand is that there is a difference when we are in person and when we're not. And again, I'm not going to fuss. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to do some of the stuff that some of my friends are doing and getting bent out of shape. Everybody grown. You do what you want to do. But here's what I'm saying. There is something that you will miss by not being in person. I understand being sick. I understand being on vacation. Understand all of that. I understand all of that. That is not what I'm talking about. But if there's nothing wrong with you, you're healthy, you're able, you go, you do, make your way to the house of God. Okay. And here, let me help you. I am not talking about just union. I'm talking about the people of God. I'm talking about what people who love the Lord should do. Because here's what I've learned, and here's what I watch, and here's what I see. And again, I thank God because a lot of this is not applicable to union, and I'm grateful to God for that. But what I'm saying is, I see so many people, Belinda. I see so many. Okay, listen, Sharon, listen, dear. We understand those situations. We understand them completely. And Belinda, I know you know where I'm coming from with this, but I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna deal with it, and I'm gonna work with the lies that the enemy sends out. We do everything else. We're at the amphitheaters, we're at the clubs downtown, and that's Youngstown, Warren, Akron, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Columbus. I'm not sitting up here saying that this is just Youngstown. I see the people, the money they spend, the things that they do for the sake of entertainment. Edna, and what I'm trying to get people, and TD Jakes hit the nail on the head today. He said something that was so overwhelmingly profound. It was unbelievable. He says, we spend all of our money on our Gucci's, on our tennis shoes, and we don't have the good sense to understand that one day we're going to leave here. And we're not appropriately prepared for any of that because we are too busy doing other things with our money. That includes supporting the work of ministry. So here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. I am not fussing again. People do what they want to do. People do whatever they feel like doing. I'm not talking about the people who cannot be in a building. I'm not talking about the people, again, as what was said, whose transportation is down. I am not talking, hey, Christy, how are you? I'm not talking about those people. I'm not talking about my elderly who are going to stay home because they want to stay safe. I got that. We see about them. I'm talking about the people who will stream entertainment but won't stream worship. Why? Because you ain't there. And so, How is God supposed to bring us through all this trauma, the Supreme Court, all of these rights and stuff that are being erased at an unbelievable magnitude, and we out doing whatever? And then when it's time for us to collectively come together and give God glory and lift him so he can lift us, you're MIA. You can get mad at me. You can get upset with me. Ran into a gentleman yesterday at the Faith Walk. It was so funny. He's like, Pastor, he said, the stuff you put out there is good, but most of it goes straight over their heads. They ain't even paying you no attention. And so what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter whether you pay me any attention or not. Eventually, somewhere along the line, there is someone that you will pay attention to, and it won't be me. So all I'm saying, give me a second here. I need to respond to this real quick, because I need them to reset the modem, and it should work fine. Just unplug them and plug them back in. And so all I'm saying, all I'm saying is, yes, we want you to watch the streaming. Yes, we want you to be a part of that. Yes, we want you to be a part of the cyber church. Yes, we do. But for those of you that ain't nothing wrong with you, ain't nothing wrong with your car, ain't nothing wrong, make your way to somebody's church. Don't have to be Union, but to somebody's church and get into the collective fellowship, because there's power in the collective. There's power when we come together as the saints of God. We feed off one another. We encourage one another. We do what we need to do. So I hope I was I hope I was crystal clear on that. Ethel, bless you, dear. Don't take this personal if it's not you. Don't get bent out of shape if you're the person who can't be here or can't be, when I say here, I'm talking about in your local church, whatever the case may be. And thank God for streaming. This is something that I was trying to do at the state convention 7 years ago. Most folk didn't pay me any attention, but they're paying attention now. The pandemic had a way of shifting things and changing things. But Vincent, bless you, man. And so all I'm saying is make the effort. Make the effort, okay? And that's what we're going to do. Listen, I got to go. I got something going on. Okay, they know what to do with that. And I got some light that the breaker is doing something. And there's always something for me to do. That's the power of being present. Listen, I got to go. If you can't be here or wherever you worship, get online and tell God, I'm going to give you a couple of hours of my day, because guess what? You've given me every second of my existence. Love you with the love of Jesus Christ. May God bless you. May he keep you, is our prayer.